How are you now?
Yeah, I'm totally good.
Yes, you sound better. Okay, tell me everything. Okay, what happened exactly?
Yeah. Mm, Around 10 days ago, yeah, it was hard for me to speak
Yes,
because I almost lost my voice.
yes.
So when I spoke, yeah,
Mm-mm.
it was really hard to recognize what I was saying. So that's why
Mhm,
I
mhm.
postponed our classes. And
Mm-mm.
then after I postponed our classes 5 times, and then I regained, how can I say, my voice came back, and
Yes.
but I couldn't stop coughing. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, and I didn't want to study. I don't know why, but yeah, maybe I didn't study for a long time, like for 5 days. Then
Yes.
I didn't want to, yeah, restart.
Mm-mm.
So that's why I postponed our classes, yeah, until last week.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand. But were you able to go to a doctor to consult for your condition?
Oh, except for my voice, everything
Mm-mm.
was okay. So I
Mm-mm.
didn't, yeah, go to the
Mm.
doctor.
Okay, okay. Um, and how about, okay, what about your, I mean, I think the part that's really affected right now is your larynx, okay? Or the part of the throat that produces sound. I think it's a serious thing. Really, you didn't really go for a checkup or anything?
Yeah.
Because throats are very delicate.
Mm.
And what was the cause of all this?
What?
What was the cause of all this? How did it start? I mean, what did you do in order to
Uh,
have that condition?
Colds. Okay. Maybe I I had a cold. I don't know. Yeah. My
Mm-mm.
I think I don't know why I, yeah, caught a cold, but
Mm-mm.
because of, yeah, cold, yeah, I couldn't speak, and
Mm-mm.
yeah, it got worse. So
Mm-mm.
when I had the last class with you, I thought it was okay, but
Yes.
after that day, yeah, it was really hard to listen to my voice. So
Mm-mm.
I also, yeah, I also had a class with my students. So it was a really yeah, it was a
Mm-mm.
really bad because
Mm-mm.
uh, they could understand my situation, but
Mm-mm.
yeah, I felt really sorry for them because it was really hard to understand what I was saying.
Yes. So you mean for 5 days as well, you did not have any students or classes with them?
Oh no, I had classes with them,
Ah.
but yeah, it's very. I maybe I already told you. I only have a 10 minute, 10-minute
Mm-mm.
class.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe
Okay.
they could, uh, yeah, endure, yeah,
Mm-mm.
10-minute class.
Okay, all right. Well, the main concern here is your health, so I do hope, Elia, that you take better care of your throat next time.
Yeah, I think I have to.
Okay. Well, aside from that, aside from your medical condition for the past few days, what else have you been doing?
Nothing special. I lost my motivation
Oh.
toward English, so I I considered stopping this class, but yeah, I realized it must be a really bad decision.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, and the time is really late,
It is.
11, yeah, 20.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
I'm really, yeah, I I mean, for 10 days,
Mhm.
I went to the bed really early, like
Mhm.
10 or 11.
Mhm.
So around the 11 p.m., I wanted to sleep, uh,
Mhm.
but yeah, I can't change my time because you are
Mhm.
already full booked.
Fully booked.
Yeah, fully booked.
Oh. Okay, okay. Are you available around 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock every day?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, Elia. Okay. I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm gonna tell you. Um, 3 to 4 o'clock, I do have a vacant time. Okay. But
Oh.
probably it's better if you come around 3:30 to 4.
Mhm.
Okay. Currently in my schedule, it is considered blocked. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
But it's because of the manager. Okay. They blocked it. And that time I'm supposed to be doing NS training, but I've finished that training already.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if you really want to make your classes earlier,
Mhm.
I suggest, giving it a try, maybe calling them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And trying to confirm if I really do have classes because I don't from 3 to 4. Okay?
Uh-huh. Oh, so
Yeah.
from 3 to 4 for 1 hour, you don't have
Mm-mm.
any class.
Yes, I don't.
Wow. Wow. I
I
didn't know
don't.
that.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they had to block it. Well, it's my only break during the day,
Mm-hmm.
but I can still accommodate you. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, Elia. So I know you've lost your motivation, but
Yeah.
here we go.
And
Okay.
actually,
Mm-mm.
I changed our textbook because I realized, oh yeah, AHOP is too difficult. It was okay when I
Mm-mm.
studied animals and plants,
Mm-mm.
but
Mm-mm.
next chapter was supposed to study minerals.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, there were too many difficult words, and I don't know those words even in Korean. So why do
Yes.
I have to study those words? Yeah,
Uh-uh.
I think it is not needed. So that's why I changed my textbook.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. What what would you like? Okay, what textbook did you change or choose?
Senior orange.
Senior. Are you sure about this, Ellie?
Yeah.
Sorry, Elia. Okay. Are you really sure?
Sure.
um, okay, we'll see. Have you tried this textbook with other teachers before?
Yeah, I've tried it, but just uh, it wasn't my textbook when I had a southern class. How can I say it?
Mhm.
I mean, uh, I studied this textbook with a teacher who is not my regular teacher. So,
Okay.
mhm.
All right. Okay then. Okay. Would you like to start from lesson 1?
Yep.
Okay.
And
W-
mhm.
We'll start the lesson. Yes.
And I didn't want to read the textbook or try to
Mm,
make a sentence with the words on the textbook. I just want to talk about the topic, or if I have questions, then I will ask you.
all right. Okay then. So we'll see. Okay. Because mostly this book involves making sentences. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure you've heard from your previous teachers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So this topic is about moving in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you wouldn't want to read these parts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have several questions. So, okay,
Mm-mm.
could you go back to the previous page?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, where is I saw a word wallpaper on this page. I don't know where I saw that word. So, wallpaper. If we, the proper verb for wallpaper would be put up or hang.
Oh, okay. Put up
Put
or
up.
yes. If it's a wallpaper, I guess put up would be more appropriate.
Uh-huh. So
Yes.
it's a new house. I want to put up new wallpaper. Is it
Mm-mm.
okay?
Yes, I want to put up a new wallpaper.
All is needed?
Yeah, new wallpaper.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm, wait,
So if
just
there are several wallpapers, then do I have to say wallpapers?
I want to put up a new wallpaper. No, oh, that depends. Okay, that depends, but it's correct. If you're in a house wherein you want just one particular design of a
Mm-hmm.
wallpaper, then you just treat it as a singular. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
wallpaper. But if there are many different wallpapers or designs you want to put up,
Mm-hmm.
then wallpapers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Or what else? I think another term you may use is set up. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Set up.
Set up a new wallpaper instead of hang.
So
Yes.
I apply some paste on
Mm-mm.
wallpaper, and then I put up wallpaper on on the wall.
Yes. I
Mm-hmm.
put up a new wallpaper. Yes, it's correct.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions?
And here, I mean, number
Sorry.
two, please
Mm-mm.
place.
Mm-mm.
So on the first, in the first sentence, place can be, um, how can I say it? Place can, does it place mean put? So please,
Mm.
if I say put instead of a place, is it okay? Please put
Yes.
all, okay. And how about the second sentence? If hang, please
Mm-mm.
hang this hook on this wall.
Okay, okay, okay. Technically, the hook is for hanging. So if you're gonna hang the hook,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna put the hook up. Okay, you're technically not hanging it. So I'd rather you say place or put up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
because you're not gonna unless you're gonna hang the hook on something else
Mm-hmm.
instead of the wall, then you can use hang. Or, for example, um, please hang the hook on this wire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's
Uh,
okay, but
It's okay.
if I want to place a hook
Mm-mm.
on the wall, then
Mm-mm.
I can't use the verb hang.
Hang, yes. Yes,
Okay.
not hang. Mm-mm. Oh, place is good. Place is
Mm.
good, but I think set up. Okay,
Set up.
set up. Because when you say place, okay, this is just my general insight, but when you say place, you're not really sticking something to something. You're
Mm-hmm.
just putting it there. For
Yeah.
example, if I say please place the bottle on my hand, I'm just placing it. I'm not sticking it. So
Mm-hmm.
which is why you can. I think it's better if you use other verbs for this. The hook.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Okay.
the third sentence, on this sentence,
Mm-mm.
in this sentence, load would be proper instead of a
Mm.
place.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. I think it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's better instead of place. Um, Also, one thing you could remember. Okay, I'm not saying that this sentence is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But usually when you say place, you're referring to putting something on a surface of something.
Mm-hmm.
So what I deduced from this sentence is it means place all the valuables in our car. Okay, it says in, but it seems like you're placing, okay, you're putting it on top of something. So load is better. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because it means you're really going to put the valuables inside the car, not outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Better load.
Okay.
Mm.
And just to point me to
Mm.
how, so if I make a sentence, just to point me to how I can solve this problem. Is it okay?
No.
It's wrong. Why?
Yes. Okay. Um, Generally, because the word point, okay,
Uh-huh.
would imply you're trying to get directions
Uh-huh.
to a physical place.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Uh, I don't know. I guess this was directly translated from Korean, was it?
So yeah, just point me to how I can make this work. Is it
N-
okay?
no.
No?
Sorry. I okay. No. Okay, it's grammatically correct, but I would rather you say, just show me how I can make this work.
Yeah,
Okay. Mm,
in this textbook it says this sentence is okay. So
mm,
usually like you said, just to point me to something, we usually ask somebody to get the direction of something. But
mm,
in some cases, we can use it as the meaning, letting me know the solution,
mm.
or yeah, the
Okay.
solution
Yes.
of a problem. So that's
Yes.
why I asked you
Mm.
just to point me to how I can solve this problem. But it's not usual.
It's not. It's grammatically correct, but it's not common, okay? No. Show me would be the better verb for this. Because as you can see in the examples, okay, all of them point to a particular place.
Mhm.
Okay, where? Okay,
Mhm.
bathroom, hardware store.
Mhm.
Okay. Show would be the proper one for this. In fact, you can also call our managers to clarify this, okay? But I'm just saying I don't think it's um, common. It's unusual, very unusual.
Okay.
Okay?
And in
Mm,
this textbook says, store is not needed that much. We usually say hardware without store. So
mm.
is it right?
Please point me to the nearest hardware. Yes, yes, it's
Okay.
correct. Mm.
So,
It's correct, but I
mhm,
think it won't would be used um, very informally.
mhm.
Okay, it's correct, still correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, any more? Come on.
And
Okay, so
humongous.
but I'm really scared because what if I get in trouble for this? Okay, especially this sentence, I really really disagree with this.
Oh, yeah.
um,
Mhm.
okay. Mm-mm.
So, okay, one more pack about pack. Oh no, there is yeah, pack, unpack. So
Mm-mm.
in this case, unpack and pack, these words are for moving. But when we go on a business trip,
Mm-mm.
then we pack some belongings in
Mm-mm.
a suitcase,
Mm-mm.
so in a bag. So in that case,
Mm-mm.
we can also use these words, unpack and pack, right?
Yes, exactly. Not only for moving, but maybe if you're going on a vacation or any business trip, like you said, these are common. Unpacking and packing your things.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
So even if I pack something um, using my backpack, so
Mm-mm-mm.
it can be also pack and unpack.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
However, if you're packing, okay, you don't say I'm packing my backpack,
Mhm.
okay? Because if you say I'm packing my backpack, you're putting your backpack into something else.
Mhm. Okay.
Instead, you say I'm packing my bag. Okay? I'm packing my bag, meaning you're putting things into your bag. So
Mhm.
it's still considered correct.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's and humongous. So it means really really big, and it's a kind of a slang.
Humongous.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think it is a slang though. Okay,
Mhm.
but yes, it's not a slang. However, it's considered informal. Okay,
Mhm.
but
Oh.
still, you wouldn't use it in formal situations. You can use massive instead, or gigantic.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay,
Yes.
then yeah, I'm done on these two pages. Yeah, let's move on to the next page.
It's okay. All right, but this one though,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I just said my point, but I think you can clarify if you want.
How
Mm.
to ask your the manager? How can I make it
You can
clarified?
ask the manager.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think that would they would call me in.
Mm-hmm.
They would call me in and ask me how I taught this sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But it's okay. I think you can contact the manager and then ask. Okay, put the proper details like the page number and where to find the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to
Okay.
how I can make this work. Mm,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
okay, I would rather you show, still show.
Okay.
Yes, I won't change my mind about that. I'm sorry. Okay, anything else?
And no more questions, and let's talk about questions. Yeah, let's talk.
Yes, let's talk. Okay. All right. Actually, I like this how this is going.
Mm-hmm.
I think in our next lessons, okay, you review the lesson first and then ask me anything
Mm-hmm.
about the sentences before we go to this part.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, please read question number 1, Elia.
Okay. Do we live with your parents or do you have your own place? What are your reasons for choosing either?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, now I have my own family.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, I have my own place. And reason for choosing
Mm-mm.
my own place, yeah.
Yes.
um, yeah, I already have my own family, then it's really inconvenient to live with
Mm-mm.
my parents, so
Yes.
I need my own place.
Yes.
And yeah, it and anyway, to I have when I was young. I mean, when I was in my early 20s,
Yes.
I lived alone. I mean, I used to
Mm-mm.
live alone because my parents lived in um, how can I say? Okay. I mean, I moved to Seoul
Mm-mm.
to go to a university. So my parents didn't live in Seoul. So anyway, I had to live alone.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, at that time, my parents decided everything.
Mm-mm.
Where what place would be good for me, and
Mm-mm.
they looked for places with me. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, now I'm an adult and I
Mm-mm.
have to decide everything, yeah, on my own. So
Mm-mm.
sometimes, yeah, I can't believe I'm yeah that old and
Mm-mm.
I'm an adult. Um, I mean, I'm not anymore. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
young. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a child anymore. Yeah.
Okay, okay, a child, correct. Okay. What age were you when you first left your parents' roof and decided to live independently?
Uh, um, when I was 20, I moved to Seoul and I
Mm-mm.
lived in a dormitory. And
Mm-mm.
anyway, I lived with someone, but after 2 years, I lived. How can I say? I rented out a house, and
Mm-mm.
yeah, I live alone. I lived
Okay.
alone. Mhm.
Wow. Okay. What did it teach you? I mean, living independently at a young age.
Ah, I what learned. Um,
Mm-mm.
I realized how good how good I live if I mean I had
Mm-mm.
to do everything on my own,
Mm-mm.
and I
Mm-mm.
really regretted um yeah this regretted to, how can I say, I really regretted that I decided to attend a university in Seoul.
Mm.
Yeah, because if I lived with my parents, then they would do everything for me, do the laundry, yeah, do cook, yeah. But
Mm-mm.
I had to do everything by
Mm-mm.
myself, and
Mm-mm.
it was really hard. And I didn't cooked or I didn't eat
Mm-mm.
because it was a really hassle, yeah,
Mm-mm.
to do everything. And maybe I learned many things, yeah, how I can survive in
Mm-mm.
that
Yes.
situation. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, if I can decide it again, then yeah,
Mm-mm.
I would live with my mother.
Okay. I feel you. Me too. Yes. Okay.
Do you live
Oh,
alone?
now, yes,
Mm.
I technically don't have a family now, so I do live alone. And
Technically, what does it mean?
well, both my parents are dead. Since
Uh-huh.
yeah, I became an adult orphan when I was 20
Oh,
years old, and
oh,
since then I've been moving from places to places. So,
oh,
like you, I also regret moving out when I was in high school and studying somewhere far when I could have spent most of the time with my mother. Yeah.
uh-huh. Uh,
uh,
don't you
mm-mm.
have any siblings?
I do have siblings, but they're not my full biological siblings. Yes,
Oh,
we're related by marriage. It's a bit complicated.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Okay.
see. Okay.
And yeah, which reminds me earlier you said you rented out a house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By the way, rent out means that you are the landlady of that house and you're renting out your house for other people to stay in. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so instead you say I rented a house.
Uh-huh. Okay, I rented a house.
Yes. Was it really a house or an apartment? What was it?
Just yeah, it was a house. It,
Wow.
but I mean, in one house, in one building, there are
Mhm.
several rooms. So
Oh.
my house was actually on the first floor, but how can I say it? It's really dark. It was a kind of a basement. Actually, it was not a basement, but because there are other houses around
Mm-mm.
that building,
Mm-mm.
so yeah, mm, there aren't how can I say, in that room, in that house,
Mm-mm.
there is a window, but through that window there aren't enough sunlight.
Okay, okay.
How can I say it?
So it's very dark.
Yeah, dark.
Okay. So, I mean, it was dark, but was the condition of the house good enough?
Oh no,
Mm-mm.
it was not that good, but it
Mm-mm.
was cheap, and there were
Mm-mm.
two rooms, and
Mm-mm.
uh, actually, after I left my dormitory, I
Mm-mm.
rent uh, a studio, but
Mm-mm.
that studio was built recent.
Mm-mm.
How can I say? Not recently, but uh, it was a new studio. I mean, there
Mm-mm.
was a building, and it was added
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
later. So after anyway, after I rented, in the summer there were a lot of rains, and
Uh-uh.
there was a leakage.
Mm-mm.
So on the wall, rain, rain was, how can I say? Rain was leaked out. How
Okay.
can
Leaking.
leaking? Okay,
Yes.
rain was
Mm-mm.
leaking. Okay, rain was leaking.
Through the roof?
Yeah, through the roof.
I see. Okay,
Uh-huh.
all right. Elia?
Time was time is up. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Okay, that was just one question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure you'd have a lot to say about this next one because it's interesting.
Okay.
Okay, however, we will just continue tomorrow. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Uh, but are you sure you're fully able to continue with your classes now?
Yeah, sure. Now I'm
Okay,
really okay.
okay, okay. Do you have any questions, Elia?
No.
I get really nervous with your questions, especially when they're about the book. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So technically, we're not allowed to say that the book is wrong as teachers. However, it's true. Okay, some books do have some typos and errors. Okay,
Mhm.
so yeah. Anyway, keep asking questions. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
See you again tomorrow. Good night, Elia, and
You
rest
too.
well. Okay?
Bye.
Bye.